Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. We're going to rescue a Kerbal that stuck themselves in orbit around the moon and something called a shipwreck. So 3, 2, 1, go. So once we get in orbit, we'll rescue our Kerbal, and then if we have the fuel left over, we will attempt a landing, but I'm not too sure that this thing will have the oomph to do a landing. But I do have some goo canisters so I can get some low orbit science, and maybe if I have the fuel I can do a polar orbit and spam some science from different biomes. That'll be a thing. That'll be cool. This is a parallel stage setup. I have this side booster here flowing into this side booster here, flowing into the middle stack. You see I got fuel lines unlocked. So hopefully this thing will actually get us where we need to go and everything will be Jake and cool and stuff. And there goes those guys tumbling away rapidly. As you can see, I got landing legs which were extended for some reason. So I got a gimbaled engine on here. I have an LVT-45 right here, the swivel. I have some reliance. I kind of built this thing on the last episode, but I didn't have the patience to fly it right away. Let's throttle back some. Let's look at the map. Let's bring that up, that's most important. Not a very nice ascent. It wasn't nearly steep enough, but whatever. There goes that. This is a slightly more advanced spacecraft because I have solar panels, yay. But it's going to mass quite a bit, and this engine here is not going to give me a lot of oomph. So let's call it 100,000 meters, and we'll call that done. Ooh, glowy parts. How hard are they? Not too bad, I guess. Okay. Our Kerbal is stuck in orbit around the moon here. Santa's shipwreck. I wonder how that happened. Santa, you're supposed to be really good at flying things. So let's go ahead and set that as a target so we can get there. Once we get in orbit around the moon, we'll set Santa's wreck as a target. And we'll go ahead and scoop them up because I have a free seat on my spacecraft. I did make sure to do that. And that'll be good. Okay, so how's that looking? I can probably dial that thrust back a little bit. And I'm about to run that stage out. And I do need to catch up a bit, so I need to pick up quite a bit of velocity. This stage should be sufficient for me to do what I need to do, I think. Pretty sure it'll be enough. I was using LVT-30s before for this center engine. I said, you know what, I'm going to use an LVT-45 because it'll help steer this thing along. Okay, I'm about to pass my apoapsis point in a minute. So let's aim ourselves radial out just a tad to keep that from happening. Looks like I'm keeping up now. I'm a couple degrees off. I'm 20 degrees off. So I guess I have like an angle of attack here to make sure this doesn't drop so I don't pass it. And you see it going away from me. That means I can reduce this angle some. And I reduce it a bit more because now the velocity is getting faster and the orbit's getting more and more circular. I can afford to basically keep it right here. Once I get really close onto it, I can just say screw it and just go retrograde. I'll pass apoapsis, but that's not a big deal. A little less, I wish I had less ascending and descending angle than that, but oh well. And that's good enough. Is this almost the right spot to do the burn? I don't know if it is or not. So let's find out. Whoa, that's way too much. Yeah, probably not enough. Oh, that's fairly close. No, I'd have to do it back over here somewhere. So let's find out what we got here. 234. If I'd kept at it, I might have been able to do the burn right where I wanted it. Right where I was at. I want a little less than... I want about 100,000 meter orbit because that's the altitude of our stranded Kerbal knot. And now that I have electric panels, I don't have to worry about running myself out of juice, because I'll recharge. Isn't it grand? So 50 seconds, I want to do it at 25 seconds. I do not have enough fuel, so I'm going to do that burn early. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do the landing. I got a little optimistic about putting landing legs on this thing. But the contract to scoop up the Kerbal knot, which will net me a free Kerbal, will pay handsomely. So that'll be a good thing. So I'll just have to carry over those contracts to pick up science data from the surface and to plant a flag. Those will just carry on over, which is not a problem. I'll just need to pack more launcher and more spacecraft for when I actually do the flight. So let's do a minute and go. So I'm going to run out of this stage any second now. And then I'll have to use the LV909 to do the rest of it. Yeah, I'll get half of it done with this and then... Bye, booster. Thanks for, you know, taking me along for the ride. Alright, see, that almost lines up with half and half, so I'm cool with that. I like putting Kerman on my left of the nav ball when I'm on a prograde orbit. I'm just like that. I don't know who else does that, but that's just me. So yeah, mission change. We're not going to do a landing. And because we're not doing a landing, I probably don't need the goo canister or I don't need the Science Junior Lab. The goo canister will be nice to have, and I have my scientist reset it. So really, I could have just taken one, but I don't like having stuff radially mounted to the spacecraft and anything besides a symmetrical layout. Okay, so let's go like this, and we'll get 100,000 meters eventually. There we go. That's between 80 and 100,000. Alright, so I'll have Bob do an EVA in lunar orbit because I think that gets you more experience than anything else. What do we got here for fuel? Oh, I should have plenty. 2/3 of the tank left, and I'll need less than that to get an orbit. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? He's retrograde. Alright, we can fix that. That's not unsolvable. What I want to do now is go retrograde. I'll select you as a target. Yeah, 172 degrees off. Joy. I'm going to burn retrograde here and close my orbit and just barely close the orbit. And then when I get to apoapsis, I'll flip the inclination around. So let's go ahead and do this. Any second now it'll be a closed orbit. Okay. Yeah, 2 million kilometers, 2 million meters, sorry. Alright, let's see what I get here for science data. Is this high or low? This is high over the moon. I have that experiment already. So guess what, Bob? Oh, that's right. I need to tell you to go here, and I have to tell, somehow have to tell Bob. How do I tell Bob to do this? Crumbs. How do I get that to work? I gotta select the crew hatch. Here we go. Bam. We'll transfer Bob there, and we'll EVA. Yay. So he just picked up a level. What? Data? Yes. Restore. Okay. And we'll go ahead and grab some science data from the thermometers while we're out. Okay. So log the temperature. We'll keep that experiment. We'll take the data. That'll be it. Let's do an EV report while we're up here. Nope, we got that already. And let's go ahead and board. Alright. So we got time accelerate a whole bunch. This will take forever to do. Okay, now I got two ways to do this. I can just point stinking retrograde. Yeah, I'll just burn retrograde, burn about 140 meters per second, and that'll put me flipped. Okay, so I just flipped my orbit. Yay. For the least cost possible. Alright, so if I wanted to, I could try to do a burn there. And that will get me close to the target. Yep, that's a nice little intercept there. So relative to target, I don't have electric charge being generated because, oh, what'd I get? Here I did. Suborbital space flight above the moon. Oh, okay. That wasn't really intentional, but whatever. Fuel status, plenty. This will do two things. This will help kind of fix my inclination with respect to target. And it'll close my orbit down to something that's more approximate. Okay. How's that looking? Better? I think eventually I have to burn towards the target in order to fix it. How's that? A little better. Oops. Alright, so now I want to target the thing. I don't have the target aligned to target thing, so I'm pointing away from target. So I want to burn towards the target, which is over here, other side of the nav ball. This won't cost nearly as much fuel as if you were trying to do it over Kerman. Kerman? What do we get here? Shrinking? Yeah, 4 kilometers. I will go for that. And when I get there, I will, or near here, I will cancel out my velocity again, which will line us more towards the target. Okay, and we'll burn. Okay, what do we got now? 4 kilometers still, Okay. Still plenty of electricity. The game has auto-saved itself. Where is... There it is. Fuel status. Plenty. Yeah, I'm totally not going to be landing today. What I will do is dip the orbit down low over the moon so I can grab some more science data. So what is we got going on here? I don't need to be dead on. I do need to have my stinking my SAS turned on. Let's get to 1 kilometer. There we go. And then when we get there, we'll cancel out our velocity somewhat, and then we'll have the guy EVA over. And that'll be basically it. So for not much fuel cost, yep, we'll just go ahead and cancel that as best we can. Okay. So our intrepid Kerbal is somewhere. Let's go see here. Hey, another one. How do these guys get stranded here? A scientist. I'll EVA over. Does she have fuel? Yes, she does. Where the heck is my spacecraft at? Okay, that'll help. Now I'm facing right at it. It should be somewhere. There it is. I barely see it there. There it is. Whoa. The lights, they do nothing. Oh, get an EV report while we're at it. Ah, never mind. Oh, I got lots of stuff now. So her little capsule is just going to get stuck in moon orbit forever unless I want to scoop the thing up or whatever. Which I don't. Oh, I can't board it. It's full. Transferred to there. Okay, here we go. Crew transfer near the moon. That's a thing? Didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and select orbit mode again. And now that I have the fuel, we will go ahead and, where is it? Right there. Unset target. Oh, I want retrograde, darn it. I want to dip my orbit down low over the moon so I can get some science data. But doesn't need to be exact because guess what? I'm not really going to do much with it. Can't possibly land on this and expect to get back. So let's go ahead and some altitude. I'm trying to think where. Let's see if that's low enough. Okay, cancel that out. I don't want to watch you spin around the whole time. Is this low orbit? Near the moon, yes. Okay, so you are going to EVA. I have Midlands reports already. We'll go ahead and grab that data right here. Maybe I'll grab the collect it, yes, restore, observe the bay. I'll grab that, I'll reset it. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Observe. Hey, free science. Collect. Restore. Media restored module. What? That's a weird error message. Grab that. Go ahead and log temperature low over the moon. Yes. We'll take that data. We'll store everything. Let's go ahead and get an EV report. Midlands again, huh? Board. Okay, if I wanted to do a polar orbit, I don't think I have the fuel to spare. So what we'll do is when we get around our apoapsis point, I think... Whoa. I think where the best place to do this is. Alright, I guess that works. We'll do some readings over there. We'll do the burn over there. Kick us out high over Kerman and then back. And then I'll do a temperature scan high over Kerman. I don't think I've done that yet. And then we'll use the remainder of the fuel to get us back home. Sounds like a plan. I think it does. So I adjusted my noise gate settings on my mic. I turned it off because someone said it was a little distracting to have my voice cut out and stuff, so that's no longer a thing. I do need to pick up some editing software so I can cut out the dead spots of what I record, because the video editing software I got now completely destroys my video quality. I try to record at 1080p at 60 frames per second, and what I get as a finished product after snipping out dead spots is anything but 1080p at 60 frames per second. So I'll go ahead and burn this now. I'll go ahead and not even pay attention to that. I don't really need to see it. I'm most interested in my Kerman periapsis. Although, hey, you know what? Do I got enough fuel to do a minimus burn? A minimus trip? Let's play with that. I'm guessing that's not going to be work well for us. What if I do the maneuver way over here? Can I possibly get... No. Not at all. Yeah, screw it. We'll just get home. It'd be nice to get something like that going, but that's not a priority right now. Let's do 28 kilometers. Like that. Okay. Looks promising. It's like I'm leaving the wrong way, but whatever. It works. Okay. Now that we're high over Kerman, let's see if I got a temperature reading from here. I do not. Why is she freaking out? Everyone... Oh, Jebediah's cool with it, though. I'll take the data. I have that report already. Board. I wonder if I have this report. Oh, I don't. Do I have that one, too? Okay, we'll take that data, too. EVA. Guess what? Data gathering time. Get your USB thumbstick and grab that data out of the machines. I don't even know how you do this. Like, what goes into grabbing data out of the stuff? Data, I'm just gonna collect it and be done with it. I'm not gonna worry about what. Why is my camera flipping out? I saw that happen before, and it was most irritating when it would do it. Okay. Board. Sure, that worked. Sure it did. It worked perfectly. It's very round. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to get a retrograde encounter with Kerman. That'll be fun. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, never mind. I got thinking because I was retrograde with Moon, I'm going to be retrograde everywhere else. It's not the case. Not true at all. Okay, so quick. I want to be retrograde like right now. Because if I don't, I'm going to start burning up. So, burn. Kill that speed. Face like that. So I have Kerman beneath me now. Alright, that's it. Oh, that's gonna be steep. My... what is that? Canisters and stuff are already getting really, really hot. I may have to dump that canister. Alright, here we go. We're committing. What's my status now? Blader is... ooh, that could have been bad. Bye. I guess that was the goo canister finally... oop, poof. They look like lander legs disintegrating. Yeah, I've noticed this here. The yaw and pitch go nuts. Trying to maintain heading. So I'm going to run low on charge here in a bit, but that's okay. I think I'll be alright. And my blader rate is increasing. As you can see, it's overheating a little bit here. Man, these panels are champs. Oh yeah, can I get a temperature reading here? Nope. Make a report here? Nope. If I run out of charge, I'll be in great trouble. But we're almost done now. Man, we're doing 3 Gs of deceleration here. That's awesome. And we're wrapping up re-entry here. Because I'm no longer really using a blader much at all. So at this point, I can say forget using SAS torque to keep us point in retrograde. Did my booster disappear? Did it? Alright, we're gonna land somewhere crazy. I don't know where. Oh, there's a lake down there. Cool. I wish I could see things. I can see like that. So this guy here had 3 Gs of deceleration force, shoving him back towards the door, and he took it like a champ. Let's toggle those now. Woof. 16 Gs of force. So yeah. Whoever this is, Jeb or Bill, or Jeb or Bob. He's had 16 Gs of force trying to shove him through the other guy and through the hatch. That's amusing. Oh, something went smash. Time accelerate because I don't have all day. This will be a landing for a change. And then everything will be fine. I'll get to recover. We'll get some good science out of this. I can get another piece of tech. I'm thinking skippers would be great to have because I really need the bonk. Okay, where are we? Can I get a crew report? Highlands. Hey, sweet. I can get some data from here too. Sure. Hey, guess what? Flying over Highlands. Sure. And then, will this count as oops? I'll get a, nope, I want to store that. Store that experiment. I'll get an EV report, well, on the Highlands. Alright, champion climber. And that's it. Bam. So I get paid lots of money for rescuing that Kerbal, who proved most useful for my space program. Oh yes, I got a lot of science. I can get 2 points. I can only get 1, but I got 2. And I was pretty far. Yeah, I got reamed on that one. Jib got an XP. Bob got 5. All right, and she got 5. Sweet. Outstanding. So 2 techs. What 2 techs do I want? I could get some parts there. I think I'll need this to make a decent moon lander. Some landing legs would be great. Bigger heat shield. I get a lander can. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll need that one there. And I'll pick up a larger engine so I can make a bigger lifter. And I gotta think about, wow, I got a lot of money. Surface samples. We're gonna upgrade that now because that'll give me increased science returns. And plus I unlocked this tier of tech. I can now research it now if I had the points, but I don't. And I think that'll do it for now. I could do some, I'll wait on that. I really don't need to do that much. Have I upgraded the runway yet? Yes, I have. The runway isn't going to be quite so nasty and crooked now, now that I've upgraded it from tier 1 to tier 2. I need a lot for that. So anyway, that was that. Let's go see what we got for contracts. I still got this, well, gee, that'd be nice to have. I'll just take that. My next mission is going to be, no. Orbit of Kerman. A satellite in polar orbit of Kerbal. I need material bay, polar orbit, and unmanned probe has an antenna, can generate power. I'll take that. I can do that one. That was easy. Polar orbits are fairly simple. And eventually we will do these moon missions because they're going to pay well. Especially planting a flag. Those are cool. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a happy flying day at KSP. Have a good day.